there is this fantastic... welcome back. Thank you for having me back. There you go. There's this awesome movie called The Messenger, and it's about Joan of Arc. And it opens up with this horrific trauma that really sets the stage for why Joan hates the English so much. Never mind the systemic issues and how the side she's fighting for does the same thing to English people and the people she conquers, even though they're French people. But never mind, we're going to leave all that aside. But the second half of the film takes place... So then the first half of the film, after that initial trauma, takes place as Joan is fighting the English in order to go ahead and help the Dauphin of France. Dauphin is the French equivalent of Prince of Wales, which is the heir to the throne title, right? So the first half of the film follows her fighting the English in France in order to help the Dauphin secure the crown and France, right? And the second half is her being imprisoned and going to be on trial for witchcraft by the English because that's what happened in real life and she was killed. So during the second half, though, she has either an encounter with God or a vision where God is speaking to her, and it discusses her motivation, why she bothered to do it, and it's beautiful and fantastic. So at the very beginning of the film, before the horrific trauma that really pushes her into killing and hating the English so freaking much, she finds a sword in the field, and it's just there. And during the conversation with God, where I suppose it's God, never says it's God, but the implication is there. He runs through these scenarios about how that sword got there. So, for example, somebody was running, they had stolen a sword, they're trying to get away, they threw the sword away, hoping the guys would follow. The guys would grab the sword and stop following him, but it doesn't happen, he keeps getting followed. Or two guys are fighting and one guy dies and he drops the sword on the ground. Or another scenario where somebody is, somebody is walking through the field, totally for no reason, just throws a sword and just keeps on walking, inexplicably. But the idea that she latched onto for that sword was this idea of a divine light coming down with the angel singing as the sword touched the ground. So you need to examine the swords in your life. Why are they there? But more importantly, why do you imagine they're there?